Today will be a very good day. It is my first sewing class ever. I am feeling very nervous about it. If you don't know me, my name is Kirsten. I'm watching Snow White back there. That's Rigby down there. And I make videos about all sorts of things. Lately, a lot of ballet, but this video is about sewing. I started sewing back when many other people started sewing, back in 2020, heat of the pandemic. I picked up the hobby like a few months into it, and here we are. So I've made mostly quilts that Rigby is enjoying right now. This is my lap quilt, that's his lap quilt. And I've made a lot of I made like a witch hat, I've made bags, I've made a very simple top. But one thing I do not know how to do is sewing patterns. I don't know how to use them. I've bought them from the thrift store. I've opened them, I've put them away. I put them in the closet and that's where they reside. This sewing class is going to teach me basically how to use my machine, which I do know how to use it. I've been using it, but I don't know the ins and outs of it. I get very confused with like the different stitch types and all that. So that's what this class is going to teach me. And then also to read patterns. So we are going to be working on an apron for the first project. And then if I decide to continue, then I think there's other things that you'll be making. But this is the apron. I have not found the fabric that I want to use for it just yet. Little disclaimer, I have an anxiety disorder, so this is a big step for me to go out of my comfort zone, to go out in the middle of a week, you know, after work, and it's just a little stressful, like trying to figure out what to eat and staying out almost till your bedtime. I go to bed at like 9 and it's till 8. Anyways, long story short, I'm going to be getting ready, packing up all my supplies, so I thought it would be fun to show it and maybe show a little bit, if I can, of me in class. Hopefully I can film in class. But yeah, this is my new little sewing setup back here. This looked very different a few weeks ago. That chair was over there, but I transformed this whole space to be my sewing area. So let's have a little sewing tour. So I just thrifted that chair. It was brand new from Target, but it was at the thrift store for like, I think, how much was it? Like 20 bucks or something? But it's brand new. That's my machine. I thrifted a pillowcase that I use as the cover. That's my little basic machine that I have. And I was gonna take this sticker off before I bring it in because it's looking a little eh. And I was gonna redo this too, but that'll be a project for another day. I have all my sewing supplies in here. The patterns that I have used that were like self-drafted are all in there. Threads, obviously. Iron and stuff down there. I just got this case that I'm really excited about, which I'll show you when I start packing up. This is used for like any projects that I am, you know, currently working on. If I want it just out of the way, I'm gonna put it in here. That's non-sewing crafty stuff. And then, well, I'm like out of breath. I organized all my fabric by like color type. So that's all my reds and pinks, my greens, and then I used like priority mailboxes to divide them. This is big fabric that I'm trying to figure out what projects to use for, but it's like Moulin Rouge themed. Oranges and whites and creams and stuff. Blues, blacks, grays. And tulle and other miscellaneous types of fabric that isn't cotton. I'm gonna be bringing that thing. Got some cute little fabric swatches up here. This is all thrifted stuff. I've been watching a lot of Project Runway, and it convinced me to get these Frixion clicker pens that are erasable. I used to use them when I worked at Rip Curl. I did like a t-shirt and hoodie graphic design for them. But anyways, let's pack. Let's get this going. This is my little box. I organized it and you cannot even tell. Got paper scissors, fancy scissors, safety pins. I think those are glass head pins, but I don't know. I kind of wanted to get those flat ones, but whatever. I got Clover clips, different types of pens, pencils. I have a new journal, which I have been using this journal for like ever since I started sewing. Oh, that one's mine. But like my notes are really bad. I feel like I kind of want to just start fresh with a new one. And then this side I think is like UX UI. When I was learning UX UI, just start with a new journal. So I got pink. I went with a whole pink theme apparently. So I'm in my ballet era, so pink everything, and then green. So yeah, I'm gonna use this for note taking. I did need a new backpack, and I was watching a lot of Project Runway, and everybody just looks really cool in all black, and it reminded me of me in college when I wore way too much black. So I found this at Target for pretty cheap, and I feel like it works. Like I can attach like little keychains and stuff on it. It's pretty cute. Anyways, so all I need is just, oh, do I need rulers? How do I not need rulers? I'm gonna bring rulers anyway. I've always used this for my threads and stuff, and my stuff I want to throw away. Boop. Okay. It is 4:10. I am nervous. I have about, I don't know, 40 minutes until I leave. No, like 30 minutes until I leave. Hi. I am eating my comfort food tonight, my safe food tonight, and then wearing a comfy outfit. I was gonna do a really cute outfit, but honestly I'm kind of in survival mode right now and I'm really nervous. So we're going with comfort pants and layers and glasses and hair up out of my way, and yeah, I'm nervous. You're gonna miss me. Yeah, you're gonna miss me. Do you know what that means? Seems like you know what that means. My go-to comfort food that I've had for years now is a microwavable burrito from, I think, Amy's. I forgot the brand. I think it's Amy's. But this has been my savior food for years. And I was just thinking like, ugh, the thought of eating right now just does not sound good because that's my anxiety disorder. But the smell of it actually made me crave it. So that is your safe food there, you know? Something that you can actually eat when you don't want to eat. Yeah, so facing some fears tonight, and I need to hurry up and eat this, digest, and go. I'm nervous. Also, what helps is getting some nervous energy out by doing like ballet stuff. I was doing some turns and tombe pas de bourrées and all the things out in the living room. And that seemed to help a lot. So strongly recommend just moving your body a lot and getting nervous energy out. Stimming, if you will. freaking heavy. Did it. Class 1 done. You miss me so much. Chicken. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Good. Good boy. Such a good boy. You're such a good boy. Sewing was good. I'm tired. I'm ready for bed. Hello. It's the next morning. And all I did was go to a class after work until 8 p.m., 8:15. And I'm so tired that I'm staying in my pajamas and working from bed. And that's why people don't go out on weeknights. I'm exhausted. Just some reflection on my class last night. I'm gonna stay back here because I did not get ready today. And I look kind of weird. It went really well. I think the difference between going to a class and doing my own thing at home and learning from YouTube is having somebody there to just like answer your questions right away. So there's a lot of things that I was like really unsure about. Like I thought that my stitches were crooked, but I showed her and she was like, no, these are good. These are what they're supposed to look like. So just having somebody there to answer your questions right then and there instead of going down a Google rabbit hole to try to answer any questions is a huge game changer. And there were certain things about my machine that I had no idea were there. Like she was just like, oh yeah, that's right there. I see the benefit of doing a sewing class. I'm looking forward to continuing this series, and I'm really tempted to learn or to do the next series, which is like how to make a robe. And then the next one is how to make PJs. And I think you use like a serger and stuff. I'm gonna continue with it and see how it goes. And I'm taking a ton of notes because my learning habit is I will not remember it. It'll go in through 1 year, I'll understand it, and then it'll be gone in like a day. So I'm taking a lot of notes. I'm absorbing everything. The pattern part of it, towards the end of the class, we were cutting out our patterns. So she taught me how to like trace a pattern effectively, the best way to do it, and all sorts of things. And it was just nice to have somebody there to hold your hand. Like I have been so independent in my learning with sewing, and like she was so helpful in such like small ways. All these small things add up. So I have another class next week and I'm really looking forward to it. I still need to find fabric. I don't know the vibe I want to go for. I could do like super colorful, fun, like vintage floral fabric with like a contrasted tube pockets. Or I could do something like very vintage, very like grays, browns, very muted tones. But I've been going to the thrift store weekly, like multiple times a week, trying to find the right fabric. And I think I just need to settle with something and just get something this week because I need to have it by Tuesday. If you enjoyed this type of video, please let me know. I want to know what you guys want to see here. I have been posting a lot of ballet videos, but I know that I have a lot of other things going on, and sewing is going to be a huge part of my year this year. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on Instagram and in my next YouTube video. I have to go back to work. Break is over.